Hey gang, welcome to another episode of the Letter podcast. If you're watching here on YouTube, I write a newsletter. I do it every single Monday morning, release it at 7 a.m, and you can get it by going to my website, jamessinclair.net, completely for free. This one is one that was about 6 months ago, and I was talking about tough economic times and what you should be doing. We were talking about that at the beginning of the year, and I think it's really prevalent now because actually things are even worse from an economic standing than just a few months ago. Business owners are really stressed out. I actually had an email this morning from someone that's got a party shop business, and she'd been chucked off one of the big platforms, like an Amazon, but it was an Amazon. And she said, James, it's just turned off my income. And actually all my direct sales are really tough as well. People just don't have money. And I think lots of businesses are preparing for national insurance increases. They're preparing for interest rates to stay higher for longer. And we was all looking forward to interest rates coming down. And I was thinking about this stuff at the beginning of 2024 when I started writing the newsletter. And now I'm thinking about it even more. So let's talk about this in letter number 9, tough economic times ahead and what you should be doing. This is the James Sinclair Letter, edition number 9. Winter is coming. It's an absolute fact that more businesses are struggling than ever before. There's no more government support like during COVID, and turnover taxes are more than many can cope with. Costs are up and margins are tight. We keep going, yearning for better days. They will come again. Running a business is like the seasons of the year. If you've watched Game of Thrones, you'll know they often speak about the looming winter. Winter is coming. Well, in my opinion, it's here. Grab your scarf and wrap up, gang. I was prompted to pen this email or this letter after an Insta post from last week. I simply asked my followers if you felt business was tougher this time last year. The results, 80% said yes. At the end of the day, there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. And those that prepare and insulate themselves well will be the winners from economic downturns. They'll do more than survive. They'll thrive, and heck, they'll end up being even stronger. Most successful companies are born in tough times. More millionaires are made in economic hard times. And that's a fact. That's a refreshing fact for us driven individuals. There are a few points to ponder when dealing with a winter economy. And that's the one we're in now. I'm going to list them for you. See, you're on your own. It's your responsibility, not the government's or the economies. You are your own economy. You got to think bigger so you get better results. You got to know your numbers and monthly profit and loss with daily and weekly dashboards. That's your lifeblood. If you're in a storm, the latter are your compass and map to steer away from danger. Direct response marketing. You need to spend most of your time here to get exceptional results from your marketing spend to get more customers. Your product must be exceptional. It has to be off the scale. Something I've learned is to avoid short-term cost-cutting follies. Don't try to save a fiver to sacrifice 50 quid. This can make you look more profitable short-term, but aggressive cost-cutting can and often is a folly. A good question to ask to know if you're on the right track is what I'm doing here sustainable long-term? People often turn off the investment and marketing taps in a tough time and cut the team to the bare bone. This can be so dangerous for the long-term longevity of the business. And I'll tell you for why. Customers notice it and leave. It starts as a trickle, then turns into a major flood. That being said, you must have a lean operation. You got to be a lean, mean machine. Excess fat goes now, as it does all the time. Reevaluate your model as well. Many are using a model that isn't fit for purpose. If it just about gets by, it's useless. The best models for me offer predictable cash flow where customers buy from you regularly in quick 4 successions. I'll do more information about this on the channel about the rule of 4, and it's a really powerful metric for business success. Also, you want to make sure you've got a hungry audience. If you don't have an audience that's hungry for what you do, you'll find it really hard for people to buy into what you do. The seasons of an economy in your role needs to be addressed as well. In the spring, sow the seeds for future returns on rainy days. For me, this would be training staff, buying the property you operate out of, and creating new revenue streams, products or services. In the summer, don't rest on your laurels here, gang. This is when everything is working. Most put their feet up and relax, but not the way of the successful driven. No. Now you need to prune the plants and weed. The most savings and profits can be made when you're busiest and everything is going well. In the autumn, things start to feel cold, but not horrific. You can still cultivate and harvest here. Hopefully, you've looked at your business in the spring and your pre-planning is starting to pay you dividends. In the winter, people start to hibernate. They stop investing and marketing and they look closed as a business. Now remember, spring is next and you'll want to be ready. Embrace the winter and you'll win the day. There's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. In business, there's no such thing as bad seasons, just bad planning. My businesses are horrifically seasonal. Heck, one of them sells ice cream. So I used its name to start a bakery. The Rossi Bakery. Winter is perfect for a bakery. Who doesn't love a carb when it's cold? The plan for business success in these tough economic times is this. You're a grassroots marketeer, baby. You spend more time going out there and getting customers. Create a product that everyone loves. This is essential so that when people discover you, they come back again and again and again. Ensure return on investment. This product has to drive results. Remember, you're the marketeer of your business. Make sure that your plans and theories are well implemented and vocalized. Imagine you're the Prime Minister trying to win the next election, to be in office. It's your ideas that prospects buy into. Your managers are your implementers, like local politicians. They should be out there fighting the cause and ensuring that the leadership's vision reaches the grassroots. Do local-based marketing. Think of it as running for local election. Free PR and branding, scoop it up. Paid PR is for Coca-Cola and Apple. You don't want to be doing that unless you've got billions of revenue, and when you do, then maybe you consider it. But you want to be nimble. You want to be a smart entrepreneur, taking every little penny and pound, turning it into many more pennies and pounds. You want to make sure you've got trackable spend on your marketing. If you can't track it, it doesn't hack it. Free is so much better than discounting. When you're crafting offers for new customers or prospects, try and think, can you get them in by giving something for free? And I've found that people don't expect free forever, but if you start discounting, they expect discounts forever. And that's dangerous. Always have offers. Remember, if we can't track it, it doesn't hack it. So offers allow us to track grassroots tactics to getting our customers. Retention tactics. The aim is to get customers to be habitual, period. How can you get people to trade with you 4 times in quick succession? Do your customers feel like members or just customers? My experience, members are much more loyal. When you're doing marketing, think about risk reversal tactics. Reverse the risk for new prospects by using guarantees, price promises, and testimonials wherever possible. Marketing v sales. Think about this. Marketing generates leads, sales close them. Let's talk about marketing and sales. Marketing generates your leads, sales closes them. Finding someone who does both well, I find, is really rare. And usually those people are business owners. So don't expect your team to be able to do everything. You are the rare one, and therefore you probably should be spending a lot of time here bringing in cash flow into your business. Team cultivation. Serve your team rather than having them serve you. The results when you do this are amazing. If you're wondering what goes through my head for getting and keeping customers, here's a checklist for you to ponder. You should be thinking about how to build your database in your business all the time. That should be a daily thought. Handwritten letters or handwritten business cards, compliment slips. Handwriting is a very special thing that gets people to take notice. Direct mail, that's still really effective. Gift bags with offers, a nice way to delight potential customers. Catalogues for business to business and wholesale businesses. Honestly, catalogues in the B2B world, I'm a big fan of. It helps businesses see what else you offer, and everyone's just sending out PDFs and more emails, and they're getting lost in the noise. Hardly anyone does catalogues anymore, so it gives you a real point of difference. And actually, back of mind thinking, when you've got a catalogue, people think, this isn't a professional company, they've got a catalogue. I really do believe in them. Leaflets, I still send over 1 million leaflets out each year in our businesses. Newsletters, you're listening to one and you're reading one. Imagine the power of doing this weekly for your sales. Newsletters. Look, I write my newsletter, send it out, and then I repurpose it into a video. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, gang. Explain the videos. This helps clarify your offerings to prospects. Competitions to build your database. Human beings love a competition. Can you use competitions in your business? Text message marketing is direct and immediate, and text messages have horrifically high open rates compared to, say, emails. You got to learn copywriting. Copywriting, you must learn it. Read some books on copywriting. The words used in marketing are vital. Live and die by your headlines. Really spend some time on your headlines. Work hard to get reviews. Social proof is essential. Learn to love publicity as long as you're not paying for it. Remember, if you can't track it, it doesn't hack it. Here's another top tip as well. Lots of businesses are going bust right now. And if you see a business that goes bust, put a big sign on their window or door saying, look, hello, we can now service you. Sad that they've gone, but hello, I'm here. Or contact the person that's closed the business and offer them some money for their database and all their best customers. So many businesses close down, leaving valuable leads on the table. Make the call, gang. Follow up. If you don't, you're missing out on potential sales. Now, if you get a lead into your business, the ones that get the results, and this is proven and lots of data behind it, 80% of businesses that go back within 5 minutes of getting an email, a telephone call or something like that, you get the results. Most people leave it 2 or 3 days to go back. You've lost the business. So don't build this really powerful machine of getting leads and then not getting back to people quick enough. That can really, really let you down. Webinars with offers. You can educate people and convert. Webinars or presentations, live or on the internet, you could educate your customers and then do an offer at the end and convert people into business. And here's a big thing as well. Ask for referrals. It's one of the easiest things to do and is so effective, and hardly anyone does it. If you're doing a job for someone, a good friend of mine, James Martin, he used to be a tree surgeon. And what he used to do is after every job, he would give the customers a mug with all of his branding and logo on with about 10 business cards in there. He said, look, here's a mug. Thank you very much. You can make a cup of tea on there. Have a couple of mugs. If you know anyone that needs their trees done, can you just go and give out those business cards? He said that was one of the most amazing referrals ever. People are lazy. Yes, they're happy to do Facebook ads. Yes, they're happy to do Google PPC ads. But actually, that can be very expensive. And a few mugs and business cards could probably be a lot more effective because you're being referred to by someone that they trust. Think about that. The mugs with the business cards inside. Is that not a good idea or what? Flyer car parks with leaflets containing offers. You've got a captive audience, especially if you've got a car park on your own business. So Marsh Farm has got a big car park. It's one of my visitor attractions. On a busy day, we can have 1,000 cars come through. Put a leaflet on each one. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Free samples. Allow people to try before they buy. Costume characters. A fun way to draw attention. Your own customer loyalty apps. Now, I like apps. Most of my businesses have apps, and you can push notifications to those apps to ping your customers with new offers. Lots of people think they need to do a loyalty app to really reward their customers. And yes, that might be true why some supermarkets do that, but actually what it does is it makes the customer much more loyal to you and not fickle to the marketplace. And actually you can track what your customer spends and use that data to manage your business. And that's one of the primary reasons why companies do that, like supermarkets. They want to understand their customer. Write your own press releases. Allows you to control the narrative. One action websites, I love these, sometimes called squeeze pages. If you've got a website that just does one thing, one message, it's really easy for customers to understand what you're trying to sell. Direct mail, I love direct mail. Market to the neighbours. If you're providing a service to a location, leave information with the 5 closest neighbours saying that you've provided something to that other neighbour. Maybe you're changing the carpets in someone's house. The 8 houses around that house, they're probably going to know the person you've done the carpets for. So you're getting these natural testimonials, and people trust if you've done something close to them. A quiz. People love doing quizzes. Now, I do the entrepreneurs quiz that works out where you are on the scale of great entrepreneurs. We call this the 8 traits of great entrepreneurs. You can do the quiz. It's on my website, jamessinclair.net. And people love doing quizzes, like they love entering competitions. They want to find out about themselves. But actually, you can use that to get data to sell other things to people in the future, or just let them know that you're still around. Articles, writing articles, very powerful, shows your expertise. You write them and then you send them to the press and put them on blogs and build all that beautiful SEO. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you'd like to know more, I've wrote a book called Getting Customers. You can get that on all the best platforms. It's on audio as well. Till next week, I'm James, and you're a marketeer of your business over an operator of your business. Well, that is if you want to thrive rather than just survive in these tough economic times. Well, there you go, gang. That was quite a long letter, really going into how do we navigate these tough economic times. And I really do believe the most successful business owners that I've come across are marketeers, revenue generators of their thing rather than operators of their thing. In fact, I was only recently coaching someone on their business, and they were doing the micro stuff. They were in the trenches and not doing the big picture thinking that really drives cash flow into your business. And when you really break it down, in tough times, you've got to be out there grabbing the pennies and the pounds, and you've got to be doing the things that make that happen. And I think lots of business owners get lost in the operations and then they lose their business. So come on, gang, bring in some cash flow, work out how to be a great generator of income for your business, and you'll get through. I'm James. See you in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Bye.